Excellent penetration by Gabriel Murphy, by Jay Toia. Big time stop.
And on first down, Garbers dumping it off to Keegan Jones. And Jones thrown down after a gain of 9. Played any games there, started one game 2 years ago. He grew up around all these USC fans, and he said, I am not a USC fan at all. He picks up the first down here running, and Garbers down to the 26. Statistically, USC has been one of the worst defenses in the country this year.
This is one of the things Ethan Garbers does so well.
UCLA, one of the best defenses. USC, one of the best offenses in the country. Completion to the tight end, Matavao. First down and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know, they have a chance to get to 9 wins here again this season. I think it's beyond premature for people calling for his job and some of the reports that have been out there.
Garbers able to elude a sack, puts his head down, takes a shot. Garbers throwing again. Stepping up, going to take off and dive to the 13-yard line. He's also healthy now. Missed last week against Arizona State. Big third down and 5. Garbers to throw, got a man wide open. Easy pitch and catch, touchdown to Havermill.
Going to get full flow going all the way to the left, so the motion's going to come all the way across. You see the tight end just sneak out, but it's going to grab the attention of all the USC defenders. Nobody identifies Havermill, and he's just wide open and an easy pitch and catch.
Garbers out of empty. 3-man rush. Garbers throwing on the run, complete. Going to be really close. Logan Loya on the catch, and it looks like he's got enough to move the sticks at the 42. 3-man rush again. Garbers with time. Receiver open. First down.
Second straight completion for Garbers on third down.
Garbers about 70% completion rate on the year. Very accurate. Here's Loya on the catch. Stood up and pushed out of bounds by Roland Wallace. Touchdown pass for Garbers. Touchdown run for Harden. Well, they fake to Harden, and Garbers stepping up, eluding pressure, throwing on the run. Completion, first down, inside the 35. Sturdivant.
But also important for this second year, closing strong.
Garbers on 2nd and 10. Finds Loya, and he's underneath for about 7. Steele at Ball State had 9 100-yard rushing games last year. He was in the top 10 nationally. They fake it to him and throw it to Loya on the perimeter. Maybe 4-down territory also. Seems like every coach goes for it on 4th down in this situation. But they get the first down with Loya. Garbers with a beautiful throw. And down to the 31-yard line. Garbers off play action. A jump pass as he was about to get sacked. He finds Harden for the 3rd down and 7 inside the red zone again. Garbers firing complete and getting the first down. Loya on the catch and run, takes it down to the 6 for a gain of 11. 3rd and goal from the 7. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. See if SC comes after Garbers. They've been able to sack him 3 times, and here they come. Garbers on the run, gets rid of it at the last second to Harden for the touchdown. What a play by Garbers, being dragged down by Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith off the backside. He's under a lot of duress, and then it's TJ Harden that comes free. About Chip Kelly, he's done a really good job here at UCLA.
Neither did the AD, Martin Jarman, who told Chip as that pass is caught by Loya, but short of the line to gain by about 3 yards. Trying to get lined up correctly. You saw Chip pointing towards the other side of the field for Harden to get wide. The pass to the near side is caught for a first down. That was huge. Logan Loya on the catch. Pressure off the edge, and the pass on target. Garbers hitting Loya, and he's got enough for the first down.
If they lose this one, 7-7 over the next 14, not what they expected when they brought in Lincoln Riley.
Underneath pass caught by Havermill, breaks a tackle. Havermill into the end zone for the touchdown. What a great run after the catch by Hudson Havermill. And that play right there, a microcosm of this game. UCLA more physical. Mistake by SC, can't make the tackle.
And the defensive front likes to create havoc.
Garbers delivers on his first completion, and Mokiel Atamalala makes the catch for a gain of 4. Well, we've seen the unflappable nature of Garbers. And has it again. Logan Loya right at the sticks. They're going to give him the first down. Bruins believe they can run the football because Unijay's back on the left side. DeGiorgio's back at right tackle. Dump it down. And the tight end, Mataval. And a 3rd down and 6. Looking to convert once again.
Be a time for Rico Flores here.
Garbers on the run. Garbers putting his body on the line, but he's short. Just a sophomore, but continuing to get better. Has an interception already on the season. Dump it down. Back to Mataval. And he spun out across the 25 to the 23. Garbers and company back out there. Garbers surveys, delivers, and Rico Flores with his first catch for the game of 9.
It's stopping the run, taking the ball away, and creating havoc plays.
Indiana had 20 sacks all of last year. There's another completion. Mataval with his 3rd catch for Indiana. Garbers back to the air. Steps up on the run. Wide open. Rico Flores inside the 25. Bryce Pierre, another tight end now in motion, split out wide. Garbers feeling the pressure. Garbers spins away, stays on his feet. There goes Ethan Garbers. Look out! Garbers brought down at the 1. Picks up 20. What a play.
It's not been going great for him today. He's got a nice drive going here. And he eludes 2 free rushers and turns it into a big-time play inside the 1. Or the 2, I should say. But what a heads-up play by Garbers. Making some chicken salad right there.
Well, he's playing like Versace right now. 1st and 5, dump it off. Harden with room to run. TJ Harden, show off the speed and the hops, the hurdle, the big gain. 1st down, Bruin. Or the Pons. Leaps over D'Angelo, and it's 1st down. Garbers in trouble. Slips through. Right there. Mokiao Atamalala fighting forward. Garbers on 3rd down. Escapes. Rolling. Garbers going to take off and get it. 1st down, UCLA.
Arguable, of course. Yeah.
But a 27-yard swing with the 2 penalties. Garbers fading away. He finds a target.
Heck of a throw.
Now it's 1st and 31. Clock ticking under 20 in this 3rd quarter. Garbers, dump it. Jones gets it across the 45 to the 43-yard line.
2nd and long yardage.
Let's see what Garbers goes to. And it is a screen. It's Harden with some room. Harden stays on his feet and gets it across the 35 to the 33. And it was just the sluggish start. It really started on the first offensive snap where Garbers fumbled and lost it. Garbers here, dump it down. Harden will pick up 6.
Hovering over the A-gap on this 3rd down, fully healthy. And Garbers on target to Gilmer. And on the first 3rd down of the night.
Eric Bieniemy and company, take your time, milk the clock, keep it away from that high-powered Oregon offense.
A quick set for Garbers. And it is complete. It's Peterson who had a touchdown last week. Penalty did extend the drive for UCLA. Past midfield on their first touch of the night. And Garbers back underneath. Juggling catch by Gilmer. Slips out of the tackle. And a 1st down. He moves the sticks. Getting close to field goal range for UCLA. Garbers given time again. Throws another seed. 1st down for UCLA. Mataval with the 1st down.
Mataval's going to be right there, coming almost selling a crossing route and back out of it. Great job clearing that out. You saw 14 Carter Shaw clearing up that void. We saw them talking about this route yesterday. This is the one they had drawn up on the board, and it worked to perfection.
Well, we said still. Is he still faster than those guys? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Without hesitation. Bring it forward.
3rd down out to Harden. And he's wrapped up by Jackson, shy of the 1st down. Got close. Marvista. We're going to go Marvista. All right. Anyway, long way to go for this UCLA offense. And they're not going to get there. It'll be punt time. Rico Flores out to the edge. This team played on Thursday night. Here in the Rose Bowl tonight, supporting his Ducks. Garbers goes underneath. Not much there to Bryce Pierre. Run down by Bassa. trying to close to be more competitive tonight as Pierre, after his penalty, has the catch. 2nd and 13 after Washington stuffed it for a loss of 3. And Garbers on target out to the perimeter. First takes penalty, sets up 1st and 20. And Garbers floats it down the seam for a first down. This week, Garbers limps his way down the field with the first down.
Peterson just run a little bender, the vertical seam route underneath zero Tysheem Johnson. Was that a, yep, it's a first down.
With that right ankle that Josh just reported on, all taped up. Another ball underneath, and that's caught. He went the other way for a touchdown. 10 unanswered points for UCLA since that throw. And Flores on a quick little route, wraps down after 5 yards.
That's the matchup at the bottom of the screen. Garbers wants to throw, and he completes it to Loya, who's immediately cut down by Ethan Robertson. Minnesota brings pressure. It's picked up. Garbers complete. J. Michael Sturdivant, and he's into Minnesota territory. Wasn't targeted at all last week. We met with him yesterday. He was all smiles, Yogi, and he's ready to play tonight.
Yeah, here comes pressure from the secondary. Garbers, he's a vet, man. This guy's been around. The way you beat pressure is you throw right at it. You know the defense has to rotate.
Play action. And Garbers to his tight end, Jack Peterson. And that's a healthy gain on. Quick throw. And that's Quasi Gilmer. And he's got a first down.
There's so much of those quick throws, guys.
3rd down. Garbers. Loya. And he's got it down to the 3-yard line. He was the go-to man last week, and he's got it. And Garbers gets it to Sturdivant, his 2nd catch, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Minnesota brings pressure. Garbers, Sturdivant, first down. We're improving every week. That's what Sturdivant told us when we talked to him yesterday. Garbers pulls it down looking spry and is able to get about 6 yards here on first down. Devin Eastern with the pressure again. Anthony Smith was able to walk off. And Garbers gets it to Moliki Matavao. A stiff arm and a first down for him, his first catch tonight. He wants to throw again. In the face of pressure, he delivers on the money to Carter Shaw. His 2nd catch of the year, the freshman from Northern California. And yes, that is Shaw, as in
David Shaw's son, and it's Coy Parrish, the other freshman, blitzing again, doesn't get home, and the veteran Garber says, I got you. And how about
that E word he just used, Yogi, enthusiasm. Pressure coming, Garbers feels it, gets it to TJ Harden. He's got a block, he's got a first down, and Lindenberg finally leaps on his back. So UCLA takes over. Garbers, quick throw. That's the first catch for the tight end, Bryce Pierre, tonight.
Look, I get they've struggled in protection, but I'm going for it here.
Garbers, long throw, sideline, caught. Titus Mokiao Atimalala. Garbers, setting up the screen. There's Harden, and he gets away from the first man and steps out. TJ Harden, still on his feet. Still on his feet, and he gets down near the 15-yard line. That was a 15-second run.
Well, the offensive linemen do a nice job getting out. Minnesota rallies the ball, but Harden is a veteran player. How about this block at the end, too, from his tight
runs by running backs. 4 scrambles from Garbers. He throws it again, and it's the 2nd catch tonight for Titus Mokiao Atimalala, who's down, got hit, big hit. Third down and 7 for Garbers. Pressure from Lindenberg, he gets it away, and that is a first down. Mokiao Atimalala.
The nickel position over the slot right now, Logan Loya.
Garbers pumps. And he throws near a first down to Mataval, right at midfield.
Having a lot of players in youth football here in LA coming out to this game tonight.
After the Minnesota punt, first down and 10, and Ethan Garbers takes off and gets a first down for the Bruins. Can UCLA get its offense moving again? Pressure again to set up the screen. Harden surrounded, gets away, and he's able to get about 8 yards where it looked like there was nothing, and now it's 3rd and short.
You know what's so fun about this game, Corey Heatherman.
Garbers looking for Sturdivant, and he's got the first down. Garbers on the move. Garbers throws on the run to Loya. There's a lot of traffic on that play, and UCLA is able to make it work. Playing his 3rd position of the season this year. Just got a scholarship in camp. Garbers steps up, pressure, Sturdivant, first down into Gophers territory. 6 straight completions for Garbers. Tui Kolovatu back into the game. 6 offensive linemen, plenty of time. Garbers, deep shot, Sturdivant! Touchdown, Bruins! After Minnesota looked like they were taking control in the 3rd quarter, Yogi.
Well, they sure did. Deep play action, no deep safety, an absolute dime to J. Michael Sturdivant. Watch his eyes, watch the catch, watch the crowd. So impressive in full speed. He knows he can get on the toes of the DB. He runs right past Ethan Robinson. Perfectly thrown ball. Absolute dime. Garbers knows it.
Garbers to throw on 3rd down from his end zone. Complete. And that is going to be shy by a yard. He got it out to the tight end. Garbers, long throw, Sturdivant, and he's able to get out of bounds near the first down, just shy of it.
From Ethan Robinson, no, he's off.
Quick throw in the middle, Loya, first down, room to run, across midfield. Clock will stop while they set the chains. And to throw on first down, and that is complete to his tight end, Bryce Pierre, his first catch as a Bruin. Garbers, and there's Maliki Mataval, and he keeps it going into Rutgers territory. A couple completions to tight ends already in this game.
Talked about one of those keys to the game. Can you win against man coverage? Maliki Mataval, he's flexed out of that tight end position, standing up, looking like a wide receiver. It's a nice advance, because usually 3rd and long, like it is here on 3rd and 6.
With the play clock low. Pressure coming up the middle. Garber stands in and completes it to Titus Mokiawa Timalala. Jersey native Jalen Berger has come into the game at running back for UCLA. Quick throw out to Titus Mokiawa Timalala, and he's getting some blocks and is able to get it down into the red zone. A nice gain and a clean first drive so far for the Bruins. Leo Kemp, Garbers, pressure, steps up and is able to get out and down inside the 10. Garbers, Loya, end zone, caught, touchdown UCLA. What a drive for the Bruins. Reminiscent of the really nice drive back to Penn State. Garbers to throw, and there's Mataval, the tight end. Garbers quick throw, first catch for Quasi Gilmer, and with a block, he breaks the tackle, is able to get a first down. Garbers, fullback in the game on first down, and play action. Garbers will get it out to Keegan Jones, and he baits a defender to the sideline and gets very close to another first down. This is the 2nd drive of the game for UCLA. And Garbers gets it out quickly. Another completion to Bryce Pierre, the tight end. Sturdivant in motion. Garbers throws another first down to Mataval into Rutgers territory. Abram Wright brings him down. 3rd catch of the game for Mataval. Garbers checks it down. TJ Harden, the running back, is leading receiver and is able to get positive yards before DJ Jabome. Garbers from his end zone, cuts it loose, and it's caught. This is going to be very close, but they've been one so far today. 4th and 1, and Garbers gets it.
I like the call, man.
Wow, that's guts. Garbers on the move. And another catch for Mokiawa. Team Alala having a good game. Pressure coming. Garbers checks it down. Keegan Jones, the running back, has the first down. Sets up the screen. There's Harden with a block in front, and he's going to go get another first down for UCLA. Already a 4th down conversion on this drive. Garbers steps out of the pocket, makes a man miss. Still on his feet, Ethan Garbers down the sideline. Touchdown, UCLA. Where did that come from?
If we would have told you that the most explosive run for UCLA was coming from number 4, you said you're crazy. He sees a running lane, no problem. Puts the brakes on route 1.
So after the Rutgers timeout, 2nd down. Garbers, Matavao open all day long, and a big gainer. That's 20 yards.
Not the traditional man-to-man coverage zone again.
Garbers gets it out to Keegan Jones. He makes a man miss, sprints down the sideline, and is forced out, but he's in Rutgers territory. Garbers gets it down to Jones again. Nice catch by the running back. He gets out of bounds after a short gain, tackled by Bo Masco. Garbers quick again. Loya spins away from a tackler, and Logan Loya another first down for the Bruins. Sturdivant, the man in motion. Garbers gets it out quick. T.J. Harden, touchdown Bruins. This is without a doubt the best half of football UCLA's played this year.
And this is one of the most dynamic plays they've called all year. This is a flood concept. They
scored a touchdown, kicked a field goal. Ethan Garbers was on fire in the first half, and he starts this drive with Logan Loya. I mean, he's just so reliable. Go back to him and get 8 yards. This is 2nd and 2. Keegan Jones, the back. Garbers looking his way. He's open down the sideline. Keegan Jones is racing. Keegan Jones, nothing but the taillights. Touchdown Bruins.
Ethan Garbers sees this one. He comes back all the way from his left to right. Uncovered. Moses Walker isn't there. Finds it to Keegan Jones. And to your point,
relationship with Deshaun Foster, who was the running backs coach at the time, and that's why they trust him.
Another completion to a tight end, Bryce Pierre. They're going to sneak it here on 3rd down and short. The second effort gets it. Garber stays on his feet and holds onto the football with all his might. Garbers fakes the delay. Now throws. There's Matavao, the tight end with the catch, and he's down inside the 10.
They're going to run a corner route right here, and these receivers, they're both going to run little level routes. Both running in routes inside. Watch the corner route. Again, we've seen it from Rutgers all game long. Now it's the Bruins' turn. And when you have a tight end guy who can stand up, look like a wide receiver.
Garbers to Berger. Berger sees red in his home state. Touchdown.
It's really impressive. It's crossing routes underneath. I'm thinking they're running that shallow cross, and the whole time Ethan Garbers and company are setting up that little.
10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 3-man rush. Garbers. There is Matavao. The tight end has been so clutch today.
But Ethan Garbers, his ability to step up and climb in the pocket. He feels a little pressure, climbs no problem. Eyes always downfield. Finds what has been his favorite target today in Matavao. It's just so impressive. And I just go back to Rutgers, guy. I mean, they're missing 2 of their best edge rushers in Aaron Lewis and
Garbers flips it to Gilmer. First down.
Today in all three areas of his principles.
Third down here. Garbers. Tough catch on the re-catch. It's made by Mokiawa Timalala. And Garbers steps up, and there's his tight end, Maliki Matavao. It was Matavao that went in motion. Garbers crossing over the middle. The other tight end, Bryce Pierre, is going to make this a 3rd down and 2. Running the ball in 3rd down situations, that's not what UCLA does. Garbers cuts it loose, and Sturdivant wins that battle with Jeremiah Charles for a 1st down. Garbers, deep shot, Quasi Gilmer, and he's got it, and a 1st down. They went at the freshman, Charles again. Wins that battle.
Yeah, this is a big time route. Watch at the very top. We'll stack him right here and then run the corner. That is a veteran route. This is the only freshman that really plays on this offense for UCLA. A lot of times you see freshmen make that route a little short. Not for Quasi Gilmore. The ball is already out before he even gets out.
So after a 14-play drive to open the game, 2nd possession for the Bruins, and there's Titus Mokiawa Timalala with a 1st down. And they've got a 3rd and 4 with the play clock getting low. Pressure. Garbers heated up. Gets out. And Garbers is going to run for the 1st down. 3rd down and 7. Pressure. Garbers. And there's Loya. He takes a big hit and is able to hold on.
When it comes to receiver play on 3rd down, first of all, you see a little bit of a pickup, enough from Jones just to slow down that rush, but it's the route, it's the depth from Logan Loya, the vet of these receivers. He's a redshirt senior, he's been around for a long time. He gets to 16 yards and comes flat. No.
Garbers with time, and Sturdivant flag down. He holds on. Helmet gets popped up by Gifford. They convert, and we'll check on this penalty, a pickup of 12. A little trick end around, and they throw it quickly to Berger, and he is in for a UCLA touchdown.
He was making it happen as Ethan Garbers. Patience at quarterback, knowing when to strike. Offensive line knowing when to execute. And this team is celebrating in a sea of red.
3rd down passing so far today. Here comes pressure. 2 extra rushers. Garbers is going to step up, and he'll pick up the 1st down and more. Across midfield. Garbers looking over his shoulder, cutting it across the hash, and getting all the way down inside the red zone.
He feels the pressure. He slides a little to his left, sees man-to-man coverage, says, no problem, I got this. And then, nope, not going to slide. Puts his right foot in the ground against Deshaun Singleton, and away he goes for another explosive play. And it's a nice job of him of not attempting to slide. We've seen this rule. Remember a year ago, if you faked like you were going to slide and then didn't, it was going to be a penalty. He kept running, a little hesitation, put his foot in the ground. We'll be back in a moment after another long Ethan Garbers run.
The dynamic back is Keegan Jones. Quick throw, and that's Mokiawa Timalala, and it'll bring up 3rd down and short. Garbers. Matavao sticks it right in his big paws, and that's going to be very close. It is a 1st down, a pickup of 15 on 1st and 15.
I mean, look at this. Is 4 people around the ball. Watch him just pluck that thing. Look at his eyes, the focus all the way to the tuck in front of 3 defenders. Are you kidding me? UCLA trying to get one here.
Under 2 minutes, they've got 2 timeouts, and Garbers connects to Quasi Gilmer out to midfield, a 1st down.
These teams are so physical right now. Here we go.
Matavao, the tight end, he's going to get some of that yardage back. Pickup of 6. Play action. Garbers, sideline. Gilmer, wide open. Touchdown, Bruins. 48 8-yard strike.
Route, there's pressure, and then here comes the route on the corner route. All day long, Nebraska thinking he's going to come across the field. He says, not putting my right foot in the ground, and I'm going to the end zone. And the freshman on the road says, okay, I can do this too. And Garbers saying, finally, it might be coming again.
Garbers, there's the tight end, Monteval, first down for UCLA and into Nebraska territory.
This is all Eric Bieniemy, man. Look at the formation.
Make you execute and multi-play drives down the field.
They open up in empty, and on the first snap of the night, it's out to a guy who typically lines up in the backfield, Keegan Jones.
Garbers made a couple great decisions there. He has to keep doing that.
Out of empty again. He's chased around. Garbers escapes and gets past the line of scrimmage for Caleb Johnson. This is 3rd and 10 for Ethan Garbers, who delivers it on target. This time a first down for UCLA. Garbers bounces back with Logan Loya out near the 50-yard line.
A great answer for what you said. This series needs to prove just an absolute strike. The deep out cut from 17 Loya. They're going to be without Carter Shaw for an extended period of time. Rico Flores still not playing.
Dave out on Berger, sets up another 3rd down. Screen, Berger, space in front, and he rushes ahead for a first down. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions, UCLA. Especially when you're pulled off the back. So it becomes a 3rd down and 10. And Garbers on target again. 1st and goal Bruins. Bryce Pierre is tight end.
Nice cut, just a little in route. You're going to see it coming here, and watch the protection. Little cross blitz picked up, and a strike from Garbers.
Sustained it, did everything but finish. Now trying to keep it going. Garbers steps up, and he does keep the drive going. Back to Pierre. First down to midfield for UCLA.
Still plenty of ball game left for both of these teams.
Garbers to throw on 3rd down. It is caught for the touchdown. Mokiel Atimalala has UCLA a point away from a tie.
Perfect by you. I'll call Titus. I'll call Titus. There's the matchup inside. Just a little locked out route against Sebastian Castro. Again, one of the best defenders.
Going for just 15 yards tonight. Castro coming off the edge. Couldn't get there. And Garbers on target. And it'll be 3rd down. Quasi Gilmer. One on 3rd down to keep UCLA's offense out there. Their first of the night. Here's Harden. The lineman out in front of him. He finishes ahead for a first down for the Bruins. That is double the yards that UCLA averages on the ground this season. They've done that in the first half, and through the air here have a first down.
Their best inside receiver against Iowa's best cover man. He's got a chance here.
Garbers protected, back to Loya, survives the hit, plunges ahead. He scores!
Not one pick, 2 picks, a fumble, tough. And they're just such a great finish to secure the catch, secure the ball, keep his knee up, and take a shot from Deshaun Lee for his pleasure.
And Jaden Harrell lined up at the middle linebacker spot on 2nd down for Iowa. And on target again for Garbers. It's a first down to Logan Loya, who had the go-ahead touchdown late in the first half. A lot of eyes on them from the NFL. Garbers, quick strike again. Loya with a first down. He has 2 of them from Garbers on this drive.
They're in rhythm. They're in rhythm. The run game opens up this single safety throw. Just a little short post. Gives them time to get it out. This little 5-step post. Great timing.
UCLA is 6 of 9 on 3rd down, but they haven't faced one at this distance yet. 3rd and 17. Garbers buys some time. Underneath for Jones. And a race to the sticks. Held the ball for twice as long as Iowa. Now a long wait for Garbers. And he flicks it out. And physical running for Harden. Wow. He just put Deshaun Lee straight on his back to make it a third down and short. And it's Jones that comes into the backfield with Garbers on second down. Edge pressure. Garbers gets it away. And third and medium coming up again on the completion to Jack Peterson. Iowa shows pressure. They're bringing it. Garbers fading away. Complete again. Clutch night on third down continues for Garbers.
Just picking up really quick.
And the fifth guy added late, and Gilmer has another first down and pushes his way inside the red zone.
Execution by Garbers and Gilmer. Just a little curl, a deep curl, trying to get that first down yardage, and then all those Iowa defenders rarely miss one tackle. They kind of takes each other out on that little friendly fire. Big time move of the change. For the injured prone goes Peterson in there now at tight end.
Garbers pulls it. Got around Craig, who gets back into the play. A disappointing day at Michigan State in the loss. Looked like themselves the last 2 weeks. Garbers out the back door again. And he's got a short gain. Just ahead of the 2-minute timeout we get.
Yep.
3 of their final 4 games to do that, including tonight. It is a pass on 3rd and 8. Toward the sticks, they back their way to the marker. And UCLA passes on their first play of the night. And their second play of the night. Maliki Matavau back from injury. At tight end, he has the catch. It'll be third down and short. Steve Belichick against Eric Bieniemy. Patriots and Chiefs back then. And on the third down, Garbers escapes the sack. Time running out. Over the middle. Contested drag. Mokiao Atimalala.
Watch Garbers. He ends up getting spied. This time watch 11. Tuputala right there. Gets a shot on Garbers. And wow. That turns into one of those, first down. Everybody in the stadium had their heart in their throat. Sorry, Washington just scored on that last play. Fowler was not having it.
Back to the air after the loss, and a first down through the air. Jack Peterson, the other tight end opposite of Matavau. See if the false start like last week gets Jeffers going. He has help over there with the tight end Matavau. They set up a screen off that left edge. Lots of space for Matavau. Into the second level and more. Everything flowing to the right. On a third down. And Garbers running out of time. And pointing out blocks. And Garbers tight ropes the sideline with a first down. Tried to get the emotion out of it before taking the field in their former home tonight. Garbers just extended the drive. Now throwing back. Underneath, he has it complete again to his big tight end, Matavau. And down there at the bottom of the screen. They'll pick it up on that side. Garbers underneath for Keegan Jones, going east and west and cutting it up for a 9-yard pickup. And Garbers echoes the call down the line. Now he's backpedaling. Survives the pressure and first down. Mark, that's been a difference for UCLA on this winning streak. Garbers has done a lot of that. Garbers ran a 4.940 in high school. He said he's much, much faster now. Fading away between 2 guys. Garbers completes it against the Washington defense that gives up the fewest pass yards in the Big Ten. So first and 10 after the penalty. Dump off to Harden. And he's wrestled out of bounds. The Washington crowd crescendoing on a third down and 6.
Take care of the rock. We know Bacani's field goal range here.
Garbers gets it away. First down. And more inside the 20 with a twist and a spin inside the 15 for Mokiao Atimalala. Washington's defense has bent but has not broken yet tonight. Playing underneath again. Matavau with second effort. Makes this a third down and about 4.5.
Show 5-man rush. Rushing forward.
Garbers evades. Zigzags out of it. Avoided the hit. Garbers has a first down. Does he have another yard in him? Play fake to the end zone.
Gilmer is explosive. We've seen those vertical plays, but watch the game here. A little designed rubber out if you're an offensive guy. Trying to get a pick if net.
Maury House beating up on his hometown school. He's from Pasadena. Almost had the pick. Out to the edge. And third down and short upcoming. To Atimalala. 3rd and 3. Garbers over the top. Completes it to Logan Loya. They have this brotherly trust the last couple weeks.
See what they do. Tuputala, 11, right in the A-gap right now. Gets bumped.
Pressure. They get it away. T.J. Harden has blockers in front, but he's pounded shy of the first down by Fabiculanen.
That is great pursuit. Only got 9. Sam Yoon just couldn't quite finish. What do you do against pressure? Screen it as one of the great options, especially with a guy like Garbers that can distribute. And come back to again here.
T.J. Harden has a first down along the sideline. Where Harden's done some of his best work. UCLA will put it in the air. Nope, Garbers is going to run with it himself and shoulder pads. Start of the 4th quarter, still drifting through. Off a play fake. Garbers sings one to Peterson right at the sticks. He's got another fresh set of downs for the Bruins. Bruner's final game in this stadium for Washington. Garbers spins away. Oh, the sweet feet of Garbers got away from Tuputala. It has not been on chunk plays. They had a shot at a quick strike to make it a 1-score game again.
Drop 8.
And you go underneath to Sturdivant. It'll be 3rd down for the Bruins.
Yeah, they got to go here. Got to go tempo mode here.
A 4th and less than 1. And Garbers sneaks it with an extra shove. And we'll see as they unpile it. Open Gilmer downfield. And underneath to Matavao right at the original line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd down and 10. Running down on special teams. And he's about to go 2-0 against his hometown team. And Matavao for a short gain for UCLA. 1-5. They won 3 in a row, but looks like the streak will stop tonight. Gilmer first down. And UCLA will have to win out against USC and Fresno State. And along the sideline, out of bounds, Keegan Jones. Back-to-back games at the Rose Bowl. Try to complete the turnaround from 1-5 to a bowl game in his first year. Garbers pumps, tucks it down, and gets out of bounds. The guys they bring in, Southern California guys. So there are going to be some recruiting trail battles with Washington along the way. Here's Harden. First down. And down around the 20.
Last year by Kalen DeBoer, Michael Penix and company. A ton of talent out the window. Go back after this play.
Screen for Harden. Eyes for the end zone. He's out of bounds. And in the interest of other things, it's 2nd down and goal. Garbers, did he get there? He is. This game is over.
Maliki Matavao back in business, and you really cannot defend that much better than Cam Fab does, as they call him. He has draped Matavao, every bit of 6'6", 260, physical.
2nd down 2. Garbers the pass for the first time. Lets it go. First down, Bruins out to the 46. Starts out 1 for 1, 13 yards. He'll keep it himself, moving to the left. Has 2 completions and 2 first downs. Bruins inside of Trojan territory. 2nd catch of the night for Atimalala. This time he gets 16.
Yeah, this is a really good job by UCLA. We talked about they want to be efficient on first down. Nice job moving out of the pocket, rolling to his left, finds his good star receiver.
Ethan Garbers gets rid of it right away and has a nice completion on first down. Raving about his physicality and athleticism, even though doesn't have a lot of experience. On the move, boy, that is perfect from Ethan Garbers. Not a new guy anymore either. Keegan Jones, the tailback, play action to him. Sets up, he could keep it himself. And he goes down at the 43-yard line. Garbers will pass, pressure up the middle, chased out. He'll keep it himself, tiptoes down the sideline. I have to commit to running the ball early, and he stayed true. This time it's Garbers to pass. Short completion to his tight end, who's been getting better as the season's been getting longer. UCLA led at 1.3-0. Now trailing 9-3. Garbers in trouble. Lets that one go, and a catch.
J. Michael Sturdivant by getting out of bounds and saving those 2 timeouts.
About 20 to 25 yards away. Empty backfield quickly out of his hands. Harden. There's a little catch and run. Stops the clock. 2 safeties on the 5-yard line. Garbers, there's the over-the-middle shot. Inside the 30. And a cutback here. Gilmer goes down at the 21-yard line. Quasi Gilmer made it down to the 21. And some talking afterward. J. Michael Sturdivant in there. UCLA averaging 85 yards per game, rushing last in the Big Ten. Already past that mark as we start the second half. Garbers lets it go down the far sideline. Brought in.
He's one of their best players, their go-to guy in these down-the-field situations. Moves his body. Good job by Ethan Garber, just throwing it up there, giving his big target a chance. He goes up over the DB and makes a nice.
3rd down 7. Here comes the blitz from the outside. Garber steps up, keeps it, cuts back. Only 1 so far tonight. 2nd down 8. Garbers back foot. There he is, and there he goes. Touchdown.
Here's Maliki Matavao. We just talked about him. Going to throw a little tight end screen off the play action. He gets 2 lead blockers in front of him. Dives into the end zone. Really good response here by UCLA coming out of the half, stopping them on 4th down, getting the ball back.
So nice to look down and see both teams in their home jerseys. Ethan Garbers quickly out of his hands to the 10, little hesitation, and then out to the 17-yard line.
Gotta show up.
First sack he's taken tonight, avoids this time he could run. He sees the same thing. Here comes the blitz, backing up. Sets up the screen. Well set up screen. 1st down Bruins. TJ Harden out to midfield. Kamari Ramsey, the former Bruin with the stop. Gain of 23.
2 great screen calls by Eric Bieniemy. One in the red zone for a touchdown. He knows his offensive line can't hold up all night. Knew they were going to come after him.
He's out for a spell. Keegan Jones is the tailback on 1st and 10. Fake it to him. Nice pocket. Lets it go. Sturdivant. Diving catch. He got it.
The offensive line. Fake the play action. Gives Ethan Garber some time. He lays it up nicely. And what an all-out catch by J. Michael Sturdivant. Lays out for it. Secures the catch. That is a thing of beauty right there if you're UCLA. Ethan Garbers playing with a lot of confidence right now, back in the
3rd down. Garbers, another screen inside the 15, and not much more for Harden.
It's a chance for USC's defense to turn this game around.
TJ Harden has 95 yards rushing. They go to the air, though. Sturdivant. Oh, my goodness, what a catch. He's on fire in the second half. That one gets 26.
I mean, taking go balls, taking shots when you're backed up.
2nd down 8. Garbers, far side, completion. And a couple of good defenders there to wrap him up. Sturdivant. Quickly out of his hands. 13 consecutive completions.
Plenty of Bulldog fans in the building making noises. Garbers connects with Logan Loya for a 1st down for UCLA. He shifts out of the backfield, and Garbers against a 4-man rush connects with Maliki Matavao, and he's able to break the tackle. 1st and 15. Garbers will pump and will pick up 4 yards. That's Matavao who goes in motion. They pick up the pressure. Garbers throws to Matavao for the first down. Logan Loya and Mokiawa Timalala feel like two of the most reliable receivers in the country as Garbers throws that into traffic, and the strong hands of Mokiawa Timalala make up for the mistake. Garbers, plenty of time with touch, and there is the tight end Matavao. The ball comes out late. He was down inside the 10.
Things off. Watch as you see the receiver and the tight end run these over routes. It's a really nice job. These defenders are going to pass it off through one zone, pass it off through another, and there he is wide open in that big hole, that big zone. It looks like man, it ends up being zone. Ethan Garbers finds the area.
He was not down.
That Tim Skipper is the right man for the job.
There's a third down for Garbers, and he completes it right at the stick. This is going to be close. It's a first down for Quasi Gilmer. Took a big hit from you play your rivalry game against SC last week. Garbers, and there he delivers to Mokiawa Timalala, and just like that, a first down out to midfield.
Out of the pocket, they bring a creative rush from a bunch of different places. He feels it, no problem. Let me slide to my right and find my wideout, and Mokiawa Timalala, and he knows it. And that's the confidence that this offense needed. An explosive play in the pass game out from
on that running back depth chart. No Jalen Berger again today for UCLA. They set up the tight end screen to Maliki Matavao, and he gets knocked back. And he wears a GPS in practice. All the NFL teams will probably see something they like when they get a look at that. There is the tight end, Jack Peterson, with the catch, his 12th of the year.
Bit of a rhythm there. Here comes pressure again from that side.
Garbers gets it out quick. And that's Anthony Frias with his first catch in 2 months, his first touch. Garbers gets it out quick, first down. Quasi Gilmer up to the 40-yard line. Productive. Garbers, time to step up. There's the tight end, Maliki Matavao, and he's down inside the 10.
Deep post here, and it's going to clear up everything for the tight end on the over route. Really nice job. Ethan Garbers going from high to low. Deep crossing routes against this defense can be tricky based on how they pass things off defensively. Ethan Garbers sees it, no problem, and they protect.
Been through so much with this group of players he has as a member of this staff. Garbers pulls it back, Quasi Gilmer. And Gilmer's still on his feet, and he finally gets spun down. Forward progress gives him a first down.
iPads and instantaneous ability to look at video and look at pictures. So he's been around football his whole life. And, one of the things is Maliki Matavao gets another catch here from Ethan Garbers that Tim really credits his dad for. Is his.
Now watching this thing shake out in the third quarter.
It was funny, he said his brother Kelly was telling him, oh, we got a running back here at UCLA. Wait till you see this guy. Garbers, and there is Gilmer down inside the 20.
And I'd imagine the Penn State staffers were glued to a device watching the end of that. Gave their team a little juice. They were down early, but
Logan Loya and Ethan Garbers dig out what was the worst starting field position of the day. Pressure picked up the middle. Matavao, 6 catch today. Spins away from a tackler and makes something out of it. Looked like wouldn't be a lot there. This is now 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Bruins to pick up a 9.
And the best part's been the people. And that's the crew. That's the people that work so hard. Show up here way earlier than we do.
Garbers gets it down to Frias, and he's able to fight for the first down. JB and Alex Pippas, our technical director, our AD. Here's Garbers on the move. Oh, Garbers, he does this thing where he looks like he may try to avoid a hit and then finds a hit. Garbers has for UCLA. He gets it out quickly. They find a way to get it to J. Michael. Pardon me, that's Titus Mokiawa Timalala. Garbers. Matavao, the tight end. And there is Nomura. Anthony Frias. It's Garbers keeping it. Behind Matavao. And Garbers with the first down.
I think they're going to throw it here, guy.
Garbers wants to on the move, and Gilmer's got a first down. Anthony Free is the back. Garbers looking. Garbers lofts it into traffic, and Sturdivant caught it. Touchdown, UCLA. 14-minute drive, a 6-minute, 14-second drive.
God, he throws it up. The only guy that can go get it is Sturdivant. I thought it might have get picked in front of 3 defenders. Fist pump all over the sideline.